Have you ever felt like a boat adrift at sea, tossed and turned by the emotions of others? Do you yearn to be the captain of your own emotional ship, unmoved by the waves of external feelings? If your answer is yes, then this video is for you. Today, we will explore valuable insights from Stoic philosophy, a guiding light that helps you build a strong and independent spirit. Imagine your emotions as a kite, with each string tied to someone or something representing a potential direction. Your emotions can be pulled. If you hold on to too many strings, or hold them too tightly, you'll be swept away by the winds. Stoicism teaches us to loosen our grip, to understand that while we can't control the wind, we can decide which strings to hold. Reflect on the wisdom of Epictetus. We suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgment about them. Detachment isn't apathy. It's about reclaiming control over your emotions, understanding that you can't control everything that happens, but you can control how you react to it. When we become overly attached to people or situations, we give them the power to steer our emotions, allowing them to dictate our happiness or sadness. In this video, we'll learn how to untangle those strings, so you're no longer at the mercy of others' emotions. You'll discover how to become grounded and resilient, mastering your mind and feelings. Subscribe now to not miss out on valuable lessons from Stoic philosophy, helping you live a more self-reliant and fulfilling life. Have you ever wondered why we cling so tightly to a relationship, to a love, even when it brings only pain and suffering? Why do we continue to nurture hope for something that no longer meets our expectations, trying to hold on to someone even when our hearts have been broken countless times? It is because we are easily swayed by our emotions and desires, by the fear of loneliness and emptiness. We seek safety, acceptance from others, and in that process, we forget that what does not depend on ourselves is never within our control. Let's consider a familiar example. You may have loved someone so deeply that you ignored all the warning signs, all the emotional damage they caused. Perhaps that person did not respect you, didn't care about your feelings or your worth, yet you stubbornly stayed, hoping they would change, believing that love could overcome every challenge. You hold on to the beautiful memories of the past, the unfulfilled promises, telling yourself that if you just have a little more patience, endure a little more, then everything will be fine. But, as the Stoic philosophers have taught, our suffering stems from this very expectation. The expectation that we can change what is beyond our control. To achieve true peace and freedom, we need to learn to let go, not just of others, but also of our own emotions and expectations. Letting go does not mean abandoning love or the beautiful memories of the past, but rather understanding that true love is not dependent on another person to feel complete or happy. True love begins with respecting and loving oneself, with recognizing one's own worth without needing validation or affection from others. In the spirit of Stoicism, accepting to let go is the first step on the path to freedom from emotional burdens. It is not an act of indifference or coldness, but rather a manifestation of wisdom and courage. When we release control over things that do not belong to us, we also free ourselves from unnecessary worries and fears. We learn to live in the present, unburdened by the past and ready to embrace the future with a strong heart, no longer shackled by things that are beyond our control. To reach true inner freedom, to no longer be swayed by external influences, today, I invite you to join me on a journey to discover 10 powerful Stoic lessons. These are the solid bricks that will help you build an indomitable spirit, a resilient soul in the face of all life's storms. Number 1, recognizing what can and cannot be changed. In love, Being clearly aware of what you can and cannot control is an important factor in maintaining harmony and happiness in a relationship. Each of us has our own boundaries, and understanding the limits between what is within and beyond our control helps us to act more wisely, avoiding unnecessary conflicts. Take time each day to remind yourself of the things you can truly control, such as your emotions, thoughts, and actions. For example, when you feel angry because your partner doesn't reply to your message immediately, the first thing you need to do is pause and ask yourself, can I control this? The obvious answer is no. You cannot control the other person's timing and response. However, you can control how you feel and how you react to that situation. You might choose to view the matter more positively, such as thinking that perhaps they are busy or dealing with a difficult situation. Conversely, you also need to recognize what you cannot control, such as the emotions, thoughts, and actions of others. Another example is when you and your partner have a disagreement on some issue. You can express your viewpoint clearly and sincerely, but you cannot force the other person to change their thoughts or feelings immediately. Instead of trying to control and change others, you should learn to accept differences and find the best solution for both to harmonize. Focusing on what you can control not only helps you maintain calmness and optimism, but it also creates a safe and trustworthy space for the relationship. By always aiming for self-improvement, you will become a better version of yourself in love. This could mean learning to listen better, being more patient when your partner has problems, or simply expressing love sincerely and frequently. When you invest in developing your own positive qualities, the relationship will have the opportunity to grow more naturally and strongly. Learning to let go of things beyond your control is equally important. In love, there will be times when you have to face uncertainty, unexpected changes, or even difficult challenges that you cannot foresee. For instance, if your partner decides to pursue a job in another city, you may feel anxious and sad about the distance. However, you cannot control their decision, and you should not let it overly affect your mood. Instead, focus on supporting and encouraging them while finding ways for both of you to maintain a long-distance relationship. Ultimately, in love, being clearly aware of your boundaries and knowing how to let go is the key to building a strong and happy relationship. By focusing on what you can control and accepting what cannot be changed, you will learn to love more wisely and fully. Number 2, controlling negative emotions. Mastering negative emotions is an essential skill in life, especially when we face challenges and difficulties. Negative emotions such as anger, jealousy, or sadness are natural human reactions, but if not properly managed, they can harm mental health, affect relationships with others, and even hinder personal growth. Therefore, when faced with these emotions, stopping, taking a deep breath, and asking yourself, "Does this emotion help me in any way?" is a necessary first step to controlling and overcoming these negative emotions. Imagine you are going through a stressful workday and a colleague accidentally says something that makes you feel angry. This feeling of anger may flare up like a fire, consuming your mind and prompting an immediate reaction. However, instead of letting your emotions take the lead, you should pause and take a deep breath. When you breathe deeply, your body gets more oxygen, which helps calm your nervous system and reduce tension. At the same time, asking yourself, "Does this emotion help me in any way?" will help you realize that this anger brings no benefits but only adds pressure and fatigue. Once you determine that the negative emotion is not helpful, you need to redirect your mind to more beneficial actions. One effective way to do this is to focus on positive and meaningful actions. For example, if you feel jealous of someone else's success, instead of dwelling on that emotion, ask yourself, "What can I learn from their success?" Turn your jealousy into motivation for self-improvement by learning from others, setting clear goals, and working harder to achieve them. Additionally, another method to overcome negative emotions is to focus on gratitude. When you feel sad or disappointed, pause and think about what you are grateful for in your life. These could be simple things like good health, love and support from family and friends, or opportunities you have had to grow. By shifting your thoughts from negative to positive, you can change your mood and feelings quickly and effectively. Number 3. Practicing simplicity. Practicing simplicity is an important philosophy in today's complex and noisy world. In our daily lives, we are often caught up in unnecessary needs, desires, and luxuries, which make life stressful and complicated. Therefore, simplifying life and focusing on what truly matters can bring peace and sustainable happiness. Simplifying life does not mean giving up everything, but rather reducing unnecessary material desires and focusing on values that are truly worth cherishing. One way to practice simplicity is to minimize material needs. We are often obsessed with new things, fashion, technology, and luxurious amenities. These desires sometimes stem from social pressure or comparison with others rather than from our actual needs. By reducing material desires, we will feel lighter and free ourselves from the endless cycle of consumption. Instead of focusing on possessions, we can shift our search for happiness to things that cannot be bought, such as meaningful experiences, precious moments with family and friends, or freedom and time for ourselves. Joy from simple things can also be found through building and maintaining genuine relationships. True friendships, strong family bonds, and connections with those around us provide a deep source of happiness that money cannot buy. Spend time meeting, talking, and sharing with the people you love instead of being caught up in the daily grind of work and pressure. A simple dinner with family, an honest conversation with a friend, or just sitting together to listen and feel are precious moments we often miss in our busy lives. Additionally, finding joy in the priceless experiences of life is also an essential part of practicing simplicity. Instead of chasing expensive experiences, we can find happiness in simpler things. A walk in the park, a quiet morning, reading a book, or a road trip to explore nature are all experiences that bring deep joy and enrich the soul. These experiences help us connect with ourselves and better understand the world around us, realizing the true values of life. Number 4. Seeking tranquility in silence. Seeking tranquility in silence is a valuable journey of self-discovery in the hustle and bustle of modern life. When the world around us is constantly moving at a dizzying speed, we can easily get caught up in the whirlwind of work, daily responsibilities, and the relentless pressures of life. Therefore, setting aside time each day for silence and reflection becomes more essential than ever. Silence not only brings us moments of peace, but also provides an opportunity to connect more deeply with ourselves, thereby cultivating self-control and independence. To begin, set aside a specific time each day to find a quiet space. It could be a small corner of your room, a nearby park, or any place where you feel comfortable and at peace. Once you have chosen the right space, sit down, take a deep breath, and feel each breath entering and leaving your body. Let your mind relax, free from distracting thoughts or daily worries. Instead, focus on the present, on what is happening right now. This practice helps you recognize the value of slowing down and enjoying the simple things that life brings. When we listen to ourselves, we begin to discover our deepest thoughts, feelings, and desires. This helps us better understand what truly matters to us, leading to more thoughtful decisions in life. For example, when facing a difficult situation, Instead of reacting immediately under the pressure of stress, take the time to sit back and reflect in silence. You will find that calmness provides a new perspective, helping you solve problems more effectively. Seeking tranquility and silence is also an excellent way to cultivate self-control and independence. When we spend time reflecting and listening to ourselves, we create a distance from external influences, from the noise of society, and from the opinions and views of others. Instead, we learn to trust ourselves, our understanding, and our unique perceptions. This helps us become stronger in facing life's challenges without being swayed by outside influences. Moreover, silence helps us develop a more optimistic and patient mindset. When we accept that not everything can be controlled, and that sometimes the only thing we can do is relax and trust the process, we find that life becomes lighter. Silence helps us understand that while some things cannot be changed, we can change the way we react to them. Number 5, writing a journal. This is an excellent method for tracking your emotions and gaining a deeper understanding of yourself. In daily life, we often face various situations and emotions, ranging from joy and happiness to stress, anxiety, or even despair. Writing a journal helps us capture these emotions in detail, allowing us to reflect on our experiences and draw valuable lessons. It is not only a way to release accumulated stress, but also an opportunity for personal growth and emotional intelligence enhancement. A journal is like a mirror of the inner self, clearly reflecting what is happening in your soul. When you write down your thoughts and feelings, you begin to understand more deeply what is going on. This helps you identify the root causes of your emotions and find more effective ways to cope with them. For example, if you frequently feel stressed or anxious, journaling can help you realize that these emotions often appear at specific times, such as when work becomes overwhelming or when you face challenging social situations. Knowing this, you can adjust your lifestyle or reactions to reduce stress. Moreover, journaling is a way to practice self-reflection and improve self-awareness. When you spend time each day to record your thoughts and feelings, you gradually become more familiar with your behavior patterns and reactions. You will more easily recognize negative habits, such as a tendency to blame others or engage in negative thinking, and find ways to change them. Writing a journal also helps you preserve meaningful moments and remember your achievements, thereby reinforcing self-confidence and optimism. Finally, journaling is a powerful tool for developing problem-solving skills and decision-making abilities. When you write about the difficult situations you have encountered, you have the opportunity to analyze and think about them from different perspectives. This not only helps you better understand the nature of the problems, but also helps you find more creative and effective solutions. Number 6, practicing objective perception. It is an essential skill that helps us maintain balance and clarity in life. When faced with a situation, especially a difficult or emotionally charged one, we tend to let emotions overwhelm us, clouding our judgment. Emotions such as anger, fear, disappointment, or sadness can lead us to misjudge the situation, complicate the issue, and create unnecessary anxiety and stress. Therefore, practicing objective perception, trying to see things from a more realistic and fair perspective, is key to overcoming these difficulties. When confronted with a situation, instead of immediately reacting according to our initial emotions, pause and ask yourself, what is really happening? Are my emotions exaggerating the problem? This helps us gain a clearer understanding of the nature of the problem, separating personal emotions from the specific situation. For instance, if you feel angry because someone has not replied to your message, rather than immediately assuming that the person does not care about you, ask, what is really happening? Could the person be busy, or is there another reason beyond their control? This way, you prevent the escalation of negative emotions, helping your mind stay calm and think more clearly. Another example is when faced with criticism from others. Our natural reaction might be to feel offended or hurt. However, instead of instantly responding or becoming self-conscious, try to look at it more objectively. What is this person saying? Is their criticism valid? Can it help me improve? If we recognize that not all criticism is personal or malicious, we will find it easier to face it without being hurt by our emotions. Practicing objective perception is not just a way to manage emotions, but also a method to develop emotional intelligence and critical thinking. When we perceive a situation objectively, we learn to analyze and evaluate the problem from multiple perspectives, gaining a better understanding of its nature. This also helps us make more accurate decisions, as they are not influenced by fleeting emotions or irrational thoughts. Number 7, focusing on the present. Focusing on the present is a simple philosophy of life, but one that brings great strength, helping us find peace and effectiveness in our lives. The past is gone and cannot be changed, while the future has not yet arrived and is full of uncertainty. Many of us often get stuck in a cycle of thoughts about what has happened or worry about what may come, and this makes us forget the value of the present moment. Instead, we should learn to focus on the present, on what we are doing and what we can control right now. This is the key to a happier, more meaningful, and more fulfilling life. A typical example of the importance of focusing on the present is when we work or study. If we spend too much time thinking about past mistakes or fearing negative outcomes in the future, we can easily lose focus and fail to complete tasks effectively. Imagine you are preparing an important presentation for work. If you keep thinking about how you made mistakes the last time or worry about how your colleagues will judge your presentation, you will easily feel pressured and unable to perform at your best. However, if you focus on preparing your presentation right now and practice it with full concentration, you will feel more confident and perform better. Focusing on the present also helps us enjoy life more. When we are eating a delicious meal, instead of thinking about what happened during the day or worrying about upcoming work, we should take time to savor each bite, appreciating the taste, texture, and color of the food. Or when you are taking a walk in the park, rather than letting your mind wander with random thoughts, pay attention to the details around you, the green of the leaves, the chirping of the birds, or the gentle breeze blowing by. Such moments not only make life more enjoyable, but also help reduce stress and improve mental health. Number 8, practicing gratitude. Practicing gratitude is one of the most effective ways to nurture a positive mindset and enhance the quality of life. When we focus on the good things in life, we naturally redirect our attention away from negative emotions, worries, or disappointments. Gratitude helps us recognize the precious values that we often overlook in the fast-paced whirl of life. These can be simple things like a delicious meal, words of encouragement from a friend, a beautiful day, or just having good health to fully enjoy a day. By regularly reminding ourselves of these things, we will feel that our lives are richer and more meaningful. Practicing gratitude also helps us develop a more positive attitude in all situations. When facing difficulties or challenges, instead of dwelling on negative thoughts, we can focus on the positives we still have. For example, if you have a bad day at work, instead of letting feelings of sadness and stress take over, try thinking about the things you are grateful for. Perhaps it's the support of a colleague, a delicious lunch, or an enjoyable moment you experienced. These thoughts will help you maintain optimism and feel stronger in overcoming challenges. Additionally, practicing gratitude helps improve relationships. When we are grateful for the people around us, we more easily express appreciation and affection for them. This not only makes relationships deeper and more sincere, but also creates a positive atmosphere that encourages empathy and love. Writing down the things you're grateful for each day, no matter how small, is also a great way to cultivate gratitude. You can keep a gratitude journal or simply spend a few minutes each day reflecting on what makes you feel happy. Number 9. Living according to your values. Living according to your values is an approach to life that brings confidence and inner strength. When you choose to live in alignment with the values you believe in, you are building a solid foundation for your life, helping you stay resilient in the face of external changes and challenges. Personal values such as honesty, compassion, responsibility, or a desire for learning not only shape how you treat others, but also help you clearly define your goals and the path you want to follow. When you live by these values, you feel more confident because you know you are acting in a way that is true to yourself, not swayed by others' opinions or judgments. An example of living true to your values can be seen in how you handle external temptations. Suppose your core value is honesty, and you're faced with a situation where lying could bring short-term benefits, such as securing an important business deal. However, if you decide to uphold your honesty and refuse to lie, not only will you feel satisfied with your decision, but you will also create a trustworthy and respectable image in the eyes of others. This helps you feel more confident, knowing you have acted according to your values and are not easily influenced by external pressures. Living according to your values also makes you less affected by negative emotions from the outside. When you clearly define what is important to you and commit to living by those values, you care less about criticism, judgments, or social pressures. For instance, if your value is kindness and helping others, you won't be discouraged by negative comments or criticism when you engage in charitable work. On the contrary, you will feel stronger because you know you are living a meaningful life and making a positive contribution to the community. Number 10. Meditation. Meditation is a practice that offers numerous benefits for both mental and physical health, helping people master their minds and develop a more balanced and harmonious life. In modern life, where everything moves at a fast pace, we easily get caught up in pressures, stress, and worries. Meditation allows us to pause, calm the mind, and focus on the present moment. When you practice meditation, you learn to recognize and accept your emotions without being swept away by them, helping you develop the ability to control your emotions and react more calmly. One of the greatest benefits of meditation is the ability to master the mind. During meditation, you focus on your breath, a mantra or a peaceful image, which helps you concentrate and reduce distracting thoughts. Over time, meditation helps you realize that thoughts and emotions are just fleeting phenomena, not your true essence. Instead of being swept away by anxiety, anger, or fear, you can observe them from a safe distance, acknowledge them, and let them pass. This not only helps reduce stress and anxiety, but also allows you to make more thoughtful decisions in any situation. Meditation also helps you become more aware of your emotions. In daily life, we are often so busy or caught up in the whirlwind of work that we fail to recognize how we are feeling. Meditation allows you to pause, listen to your body and mind, and become aware of the emotions that are arising within you. For example, if you feel angry, instead of reacting immediately, meditation helps you recognize this anger and understand its cause. You can ask yourself, where is this emotion coming from? Is it due to a specific event? Or is it the result of accumulated fatigue and stress? By recognizing and understanding your emotions, you can learn to deal with them more positively. Moreover, meditation teaches you to accept your emotions without judgment. Instead of trying to suppress or deny negative emotions, meditation encourages you to accept them as a natural part of life. This helps you develop compassion for yourself and others. When you accept your emotions without judgment, it also becomes easier to forgive and let go, making your soul feel lighter and more at ease. Thank you for watching our video on 10 Stoic rules on how to emotionally detach from someone. As we've seen, Stoic philosophy teaches us how to face our emotions calmly and master our minds in any situation. By applying these rules, you can learn not to let negative relationships affect your peace and happiness. If you found this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe so you won't miss any future content on Stoicism and personal development. Remember, mastering your emotions is the first step towards living a more meaningful life. See you in the next video.